Hey, I'm John Cannell, and today on Preppy Kitchen we're making an easy, delicious, and decadent flourless chocolate cake. So let's get started. First off, set your oven to 350 so it's nice and hot. Then grab a medium pot and fill with 1.5 inches of water. Place that over medium heat so it comes to a simmer. While that comes to a simmer, we're gonna do just a bit of prep work. Grab a 4-ounce bittersweet chocolate bar. We're gonna give it a good chop. Chocolate is the star ingredient of this recipe, so we want to use a nice bittersweet chocolate. This cake is a chocolate lover's dream. It's decadent, fudgy, melt in your mouth, gooey deliciousness. And the best part is it's perfectly sweet. Tons of chocolate flavor without the sugar overload. We're gonna melt this chocolate in a double boiler, so just make sure all the pieces are relatively small. No big pieces hanging out. Transfer your chopped chocolate into a medium bowl. And we're gonna melt this with 1/2 cup of cubed unsalted butter. That's 113 grams. This cake is actually one of the easiest desserts you can make. It whips together so quickly, but the end result is beyond impressive. It is a true delight. All right, the butter is in. Once your water comes to a simmer, we're gonna place our bowl right over here. A gentle steam heat will melt the chocolate and butter. The water should never touch the bowl. Stir occasionally until the chocolate and butter are fully melted and smooth. While your chocolate's melting, you can prep your pan. Grab an 8-inch round and just give it a spray. Add a parchment round on the bottom, and it's perfectly ready now. My chocolate and butter have melted nice and smooth, so I'm gonna take this off heat and grab the bowl carefully as it's quite hot, and bring that back to the counter. To this chocolate concoction, I'm adding more chocolate in the form of cocoa powder. 1/2 cup of unsweetened natural cocoa powder, it's about 50 grams. Sip that in. Cocoa powder is notoriously clumpy, so sifting is your best option here. To this, we'll add 3/4 cup or 150 grams of granulated sugar. Perfect. An optional addition here is a teaspoon of espresso powder. This will just amp up the chocolate flavor. You're not going to taste a big note of coffee. I'm also adding in a 1/4 teaspoon of salt for some contrast. You could add a little bit more if you want a saltier finish. A little more. My scale's done. Grab a whisk, and we're gonna mix this up until it's nice and combined. Okay. By the way, if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button. There's 2 new recipes and 2 shorts every single week. Eggs will give us some structure. Remember, there is no flour in this flourless chocolate cake. I'm gonna add 4 in, whisking to combine. Unlike a brownie where you're whisking your heart out or using an electric mixer to really dissolve the sugar so you get a nice crackly top, this isn't like that. End of story. I don't want to vigorously whisk and create a ton of air bubbles. This cake should be really dense, fudgy, melt in your mouth, chocolate amazingness. The air bubbles, just like in a cheesecake, will expand in the oven, cause some cracking, but really change the texture and make the cake a little less creamy. It's not the end of the world, but if your instructions are to lazily whisk instead of vigorously whisking, go ahead and be lazy. If you do get air bubbles, it's not the biggest deal. They will shrink down after baking. Three. In case you're wondering, this is not an ancient recipe. It's from the early 20th century, like 1900, in Italy. There's a couple different variations, but the first documented cases are coming from there. Torta tenerina and torta caprese. Okay, Last egg. This cake is delicious as is. It's a symphony of chocolate, but you could add other flavors if you'd like. A teaspoon of vanilla. You could add some dark rum or bourbon as well. You could add orange zest for an orange chocolate vibe or orange blossom water. But today we're gonna do a classic. This looks so velvety and amazing. This was such an easy recipe, but the hardest part is just baking it, because that's where the recipe can go wrong. If you bake this perfectly, you will have a fudgy, gooey, melt in your mouth, like amazing dessert. If you overbake it, it's just a chocolate cake. It loses a lot of its luster. So I'm gonna pop this into our prepared pan right now. Just like that. By the way, this is the perfect cake to serve with either a big scoop of ice cream or a giant dollop of whipped cream, or both. All of that batter out. Feel free to knock out some air bubbles. Your cake should bake at 350, but oftentimes when you set your oven to a certain temperature, what's happening inside is totally different. It could be drastically off. An oven thermometer really is your best friend here. It'll let you know when your oven is exactly at 350. That being said, you're gonna bake your beautiful flourless chocolate cake at 350 for 18 to 22 minutes, or until the edge is set and the center is slightly gooey. It'll finish setting as it cools once it comes out of the oven. Once out of the oven, allow your cake to cool for a few minutes, then run a knife along the edge just to dislodge anything that might be stuck. I will say that right out of the oven, you might have some huge hills on top of your cake. Those will settle down, so don't worry. Right, invert onto a wire rack and remove the paper. Once your cake is cooled, transfer to a serving plate of your choice. And here you have some choices. You could add some cocoa powder like I am today, powdered sugar, or spread with ganache for an ultra decadent treat. Just a nice light dusting. These cakes are never beauties, so you want to cover the top, basically. For some zingy visual interest, let's add some raspberries on top. Cover any cracks. Your flourless chocolate cake is best enjoyed just cooled and out of the oven, but it'll last for up to 1 week in the refrigerator or 3 months if frozen. For best results, bring it back to room temperature before enjoying. Give it a slice, and just like that, it's ready to enjoy. That is dreamy. It's amazing how it just melts on your tongue. It's because there's no flour. It's just like a chocolate bar in cake form. I hope you get a chance to make this delicious and easy recipe. And if you like my videos, hit that subscribe button and check out my chocolate playlist.